I want us to go to the Karioko Derby, kama muko tayari. I understand it will be staged in Zanzibar at the Aman Stadium. Najua Madheka unajua hiyo stadium kabisa sana. And Simba will be taking on Young Africans, or if you like, Yanga. That is, of course, one of the biggest derbies we have in Africa. They call it the Karioko Derby. I know Karioko personally. I've been to Dar es Salaam. I've spent time in Karioko and I've enjoyed the pleasantries and the hospitalities and the opportunities for women in Karioko. So Karioko Derby is very personal to me as well. So we are looking forward to that particular fixture. But right now, let me just switch to Otai. That is our international football journalist from Uganda, from Kampala, Uganda. Peter Otai, to share with us, of course, what's happening in Uganda, what's looking forward, of course, in the local league, as well as, of course, across in Tanzania. Otai.
This is Peter Otai. Hope you're very okay, and I hope your weekend is actually moving on very well. Now, there is a lot actually happening in the world of sport. When we talk about the weekend, it's going to be one of the best weekends you can actually ever have in terms of local content and, of course, in terms of international content. Now, for me, this weekend, I think my biggest game will be played tomorrow. That is, of course, Sunday, the 1st of March. That is the Karioko Derby that is going to be played in Zanzibar between Young Africans and Simba. You know very well that Young Africans have actually dominated this fixture in the last couple of matches that so far played. So it's going to be a very good game between these two. Simba are currently out for the revenge. They're out for blood. Young Africans are basically here for the pride and the bragging rights. And also the same will be true for Simba. Now the match will be played at the new Aman Sports Complex all the way in Zanzibar. The mere fact that the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium is actually getting the renovation ahead of the African Cup of Nations preparations. You know, this is very key. Benjamin Mkapa Stadium is one of those iconic stadiums that will be used for the African Cup of Nations, and it will be needed a touch-up. That's the reason as why the game has been pushed into the Aman Stadium in Zanzibar. So most of the fans have to travel all the way from mainland to the highland just in order to watch that game. The Karioko Derby is the biggest derby, I can say, in the region. So it's being played this weekend on the 1st of March in Tanzania. It's a game that you need to go down and watch. Now let's go down to the Premier League, where most of the questions for the day have been asked about the performance of that is Arsenal vis-a-vis Manchester City. I know it's a talking factor for all. Just a few points that are separating the two, Arsenal and Man City, and everybody's wondering whether this title will actually go to Arsenal. Like I said last weekend, Man City are the masters of coming from behind. They are the masters of the chase, and currently Arsenal Football Club are on pressure, or are in pressure, just in order to actually go down and win their first title in very many years, over 20 years without, that is the Premier League title. They're currently fighting in over 4 fronts. Of course, you talk about the Carabao, the FA, the Champions League, and of course the Premier League. So they're in 4 fronts, and the fight is actually very heavy for them, and in a few matches you could actually see them struggle a little bit here and there. The draws that actually came have been a little bit of the struggles, and many people actually now believe that does Arsenal have the firepower to actually go down and win this? When you look at the last couple of matches ahead of the game that is going to be played tomorrow between Arsenal Football Club and of course Chelsea, that's going to be a huge game. It comes after Man City has already played its game away to Leeds, because Leeds and Man City is going to be played today. It's going to be the last game, I think, 8:30 that is standard time. Of course, depending on where you go. But if you're in Uganda, you're actually down in Kenya, it's about 8:30. If you're, of course, in Rwanda and South Sudan, it will be an hour earlier than the standard time of East Africa. But all in all, the game between Chelsea Football Club and Arsenal Football Club, these two have actually met a couple of times this season already, and there's been a lot of talk whether Arsenal Football Club can continue dominating. Some people actually say there is no way you can actually beat a team more than 3 times. So to some, they believe that maybe this could be the time that Chelsea Football Club could actually go down and get the win against Arsenal Football Club. But you're actually talking about an Arsenal team that is fighting for a title, an Arsenal team that has just come back from playing in another London derby against Tottenham Hotspur and winning that one comfortably by 4. So let's wait and see if Arsenal Football Club have the firepower to actually get the best over Chelsea Football Club tomorrow. If you talk about prediction, I think I will give it to Arsenal Football Club to win it. not a heavy score, but I'll actually give Arsenal Football Club to actually win. Maybe 2-1 will be my scoreboard reading for Arsenal Football Club to go down and win this. So that's it. For Newcastle up against Everton Football Club. Newcastle just coming back from a loss. We did see Everton play well. We also did see Newcastle also playing well recently. They're up against Everton Football Club. Will they be bouncing back after that loss against Manchester United? Newcastle, I think so. They're at home. When you look at the home of Newcastle, it's a place that is not very easy to go down and collect all the maximum points. And Everton Football Club are going to face it very tough to actually go down and get a win over. That is Newcastle, who are at home. So yes, I'll give the win to Newcastle to go down and win it. All in all, the fight for the title is what is lingering in everybody's mind. Will Arsenal win it? Will Man City come back and win it? Let's have a look at the remaining cup, a few of the matches that the two are going to be playing. Let me have a look at Arsenal Football Club, who are playing Chelsea. That is today. Then they play Brighton, Everton and BAMBA. That is Arsenal Football Club. Sorry, I'm actually looking at my screen there. Then for Man City, they play against Leeds today. Then after that, they play Nottingham, West Ham and Crystal Palace. So you can say maybe the teams from London could actually be the savior of Arsenal Football Club if they can. West Ham and Crystal Palace, but we wait to see how far that will be transpiring. So that's what I can actually give you for today and for the weekend. It's going to be a very weekend. Remember, the Kariakor Derby is on between Yanga and Simba tomorrow, Sunday, the 1st of March. Then there is also that London Derby between Arsenal Football Club and Chelsea Football Club. So the weekend is all sorted. Well, until next time, from me to everyone, it's bye-bye.
Thank you, Otai. Otai, I like your office chair. It's very cozy and very comfortable. I'll be coming to Kampala, Uganda to pick up that chair. Umeona hiyo kiti ya Otai venye ni mzuri. And of course, we hope Arsenal will be able to sit on that chair when they are able to win that particular trophy.